Rich Homie Klein. What up, Rich Homie Klein? Rich Homie Klein. You said that Boosie won a real one, Yo Gotti, and they helped get people out of the bind. People pay people, and Trap Boy Freddie got paid people to do a song where you paying people, but where people lie and say racist things to terrorize me, right? That's what y'all about. You know, you say him one of the real ones, right? I want you to tell BET where I sued their ass for supporting racism with Yellow Breezy, them in Dallas, and what they did me in Dallas, Texas, and Carrollton, Texas, and now all the black racism trying to stop me, right? Black and white racism trying to stop me, right? Why you gotta lie? Joe Biden and Trump them was watching down here when y'all niggas would terrorize. You don't know when Young Thug was down here, y'all have a problem, man. Nobody wanted to hear him. You know what Young Thug say? Time here, all friendship. But y'all wanted to racial profile somebody and say racial things, right? Let the people hear the truth about you. Let the people hear the truth of what's really going on. But y'all black motherfuckers care about y'all self, where y'all lied through y'all teeth. And he lied with his artists and he talked about me in inbox, right? I want BT to hear me because right now we're in an environment where black and white teaming up and they got a fucking problem with agents. Y'all got a problem. Y'all don't want, I want them to hear me. I want you to hear me. God wants you. You say you the realest out there. God the realest. God said me and my son the realest. We keep it real while y'all lie, man. Don't do that, man. Now, we can do this however you want to do it. But Boosie took something with MO3 and Yellow Breeze and Trap Boy Freddy and the rest of them. Terrorized me. Now the mayor trying to ignore the calls. He trying to block the calls and he trying to get away with it. Right? But Joe Biden, let me tell y'all lying ass nigga. Joe Biden gave him his word. And he got with Hillary Clinton. He got with Senator Harris, got with Lil Wayne, and Trump got with, that's lying ass shit gonna get you, man. Trap Boy Freddie Rye, black people so busy fighting and lying to each other in Dallas and lying to come up. All of them fighting, but none of them can't do it the right way. Well, I did it the right way, right? Well, I had to, me and my old friend Mirza, we went to Dallas and vent talking to people and all the rest of it. A person got robbed. You know why I asked my friend Mirza, old friend Mirza, and them to be there in Dallas in 2019 after I went to the Galleria Mall, the Dallas Mall, and all of the places I went to, and asked the DA. The DA was already watching behind the money and Social Security money, right? So if you want to go to get the talking, see, that's the where hip hoppers have to pay me my fucking money. Y'all with that black racist shit, man, it's getting into a point where it's getting on my nerves, man. It's getting on all that black racist shit lying. They terrorized me and told me you dumb and you retarded, you scared of you. You ain't real when you take something from somebody. And racism at a part. And they want to look and got a problem. Black people got a problem. No, and he talking about protect himself. Oh, till you new car. No, nigga. You put me in this damn bind, nigga. Y'all niggas think that no, God said I'm loved too. While y'all trying to protect each other with that racist shit. Joe Biden, one thing, man, Joe Biden got to understand it. Whoever involved bullshit coming from underneath that thing, right? I promise you. God said, I promise you. I promise you, Rich Homie Quan. I promise you. Anything happen, God said, I promise you. The government is going to come and get Boosie, and Boosie going to put the death right on the spot. Texas going to come and get him, and he's going to be put to death. He ain't going to get no fine. I promise you, you and all y'all niggas that's involved in this lying shit, in this racist plotting shit, I have rights. Just like y'all racist ass niggas that claim y'all stand for something. You know, boy and God is say the mob gonna get their point across. God gonna get their point across. This was about Social Security, but y'all used that. Y'all used that to come up. BG got out of early because of me. Y'all niggas use that to come up. Tell the people the truth when you live a fucking fiction. When you and your Boosie live in truth, God said you willing to betray his children when he fight for something that's greater. But don't think 1 minute that this is over. But I promise you, you want to be down with him, ain't no money. You care about yourself, about paying that fucking judge off and the police officers off, nigga. Y'all got money to do that, nigga. I promise you, Joe Biden, me and Joe Biden got to understand it. Boosie, his lying racist ass stuck his nose in my business, and you sticking your nose in my business with MO3 and the mayor and them lie. I promise you, God will move heaven and earth for y'all niggas can be put to death. Y'all want to be put to death together? Come on. Come on. Trump already know. So when vote time, let me tell you what I did. Since Trump talked about this, Texas got a problem with their tax dollars. Let me tell you what I just did the other day. Since you nigga, I went to the civil rights. Because this started all behind Trump talking about tax dollars. You know, I filed, because they going to want to make it, and people looking at me wrong, I filed the civil rights complaint on the Trump voters that filed on the Dallas. I can do what the Atlanta's elected too, right? That play this when black people got their own opinion and we not having a voice, right? And disability and not having a voice, right? So let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to Atlanta elective office poll. And I'm going to file a racial complaint on Atlanta. So y'all niggas got your own opinion. Since y'all stuck y'all nose in my business and Boosie wanted to lie with MO3 and y'all had racists terrorizing and tagging out, you scared of your little brother, you dumb and retarded, right? I would not back down from a black racism that care about themselves, right? Since you want to talk about something, be able to back it up. What was said while the police had their window up? They was following me through my friend's house. You know, one of my friends said he worked for the police and a character police like this. No, then they trying to hide it. They trying to hide those calls, and my dumbass lawyer don't even want to give me the calls, and the mayor want to sit up there and lie. I'm gonna tell you something. You know why they put me in there when they couldn't get what they want? You know, they was gonna lose millions behind the mayor and y'all lies in Dallas and them lies, right? In Texas and them lies, right? Wait till we find, and let me tell you what my attorney, my mama don't know this. Let me tell you what my attorney, wait till we find out the mayor's been lying. Wait till you find out the attorney general has been, for your people, for your Dallas people, when they lie with racism and they care about themselves, you got white people getting up there saying what the black people said. Go ahead with that. When y'all leave us out, and y'all have, I would not back down. So what we did, since you want to play, I know the record companies in Atlanta. I know the codes of it, racism, right, black? Right? Right, black people? Right, y'all want to play this game, but you want to make your break and make it like we don't have a voice. That what y'all black people, what the white man said. Timberland had the balls to say, you think I didn't hear him? When I filed a civil rights complaint on him, BT gonna fail me. BT gonna fail me. Y'all want to support each other, nigga? Y'all want to support that black racist shit? Come on. Not a mayor in the black and white. Anything happen, let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. Since you want to be a part of it, that make you affiliate with it. That means when the time comes, nobody, you hear me? When the time comes, your ass gonna be put to death. I promise you that. On God, Joe Biden gave me his word. You think he can get away with lies? And the mayor and them think they can get away with what they did me? And the 911 dispatcher laughed and turned. You stick your nose in my business, and I'm gonna show you something. Helping up for liars. And the community are scared. That's why they put pressure. Because they the one that's scared of you. But they don't know the only person they be scared of is God. You know, I told the civil rights. I told them in the Justice Department. I told them on the civil rights. On my 14th Amendment talking about government, hip hop, record labels, all the YouTube bloggers. I want that same YouTube bloggers to know what I just did. I filed a civil rights complaint against a disability, being racial. Being racial. Say what you needed to say. See, we can play it by the book too. I don't have to use violence when you in this city lying. Young Thug said, time I hear all fresh here. You need to go check with T.I. You need to go check with T.I., partner. T.I., no Lil Baby, no check with them with Charlie Quine, right? You need to check with them, right? Check with them. Check with Lil T.I. Matter of fact, check with him. Reach out to Beyonce and Jay-Z. And Jay-Z gonna reach out to Michelle Obama. That's something you can't understand. When Joe Biden and Obama and them was watching me the whole time, right? That's something you can't understand, right? That's something you can't understand, right? So you stood in line, right? CNN and then everybody, you stood in line when fights broke out at my hotel, right? Man, it make me not want to do nothing with racist and lying hip hop. Right? And then BG get out of early. You know how BG got out early? Because I asked for that. You hear me? You want proof? Put the dialogue on there. Tell the FBI and them to pull the dialogue. I want you to whisper through the prison because Boosie lied. Put the dialogue and y'all niggas steady trying to get your homies out, right? Right? When y'all niggas lied on it, that's racial motive. But same with the black activists getting out there and we understand what racism at, right? What was said in that community. I promise you, you're gonna get it, you're gonna be put to death for affiliating with it. You wanna talk about something? No. We can do this the hard way, we can do this the easy way. God said, no matter what odds is against you, I'm with you. When the enemy wanna take and lie with racism, right? You think you got it all figured out, right? I want you to do the math. When Bruce and them went down and Trump was down here, do the math. Why? Go back and listen to Obama in 2019. Go back. I want you to do the math. I want you to do the math. Pay attention to some events when Joe Biden was by Obama. I want you to pay attention. You're on the wrong side of the map. When your guy, they did money for each other. You think you really know what's going on, right? You think you really know what's going on, right? You think you really know what's going on, right? You think you really know, you really that is something, you opening your mouth, you think you really know what's going on, right? That's what they really think they know what's going on. I want you to pay attention. Why Boots and them made it all about him when a black priest said, if his kid sent from God, who they were talking about. We don't got time for you, man. We don't got time for lying. You know, I had to find out that that my mom and dad, when we went to little kid, they from North Carolina instead of in Tennessee. I used to go out there when I was a little kid. Studying in Tennessee, I had to get my own thing. I used to go out there when my mom and dad died in North Carolina. We went out there in the country with me and my man, and I had to figure out a lot of things. We remember our childhoods, we remember everything that we did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna put up with racism. I'm not gonna put up with you. You wanna ride this wave? And I'm telling you, riding this wave, you say he the realest, God the realest. He said, your name, Booster said his name carry weight. God said, my name carry weight. God said, I tell your loved ones I'm sleeping in my heaven. They don't know my spirit have left my heaven and into the heart that is pure. I move mountains and I move spirits. God said, I protect this spirit while you lie. I protect this spirit. I protect these spirits. I come into the heart that is pure. I keep this spirit contained in love while you lie and move what you want. While you lie and move, right? What was said out there? See, y'all all talk, and y'all throwing sticks and stones and hiding y'all hands, right? I told Boosie, I told Trap Boy Freddie, I hope you go read about disability. I hope you go read about it. I hope when people say somebody, I want them to read about it. When I've been getting, they've been going up 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. They've been going up all of those time in disability. They go up a percentage each year. Go pick up a book. Y'all talk about y'all educated. Be educated about disability. Be educated about it. I want you to be educated about it. I want you to knowledge yourself. I want you to knowledge yourself. Let me tell you, I found out in Atlanta that I got a caseworker in Atlanta and all over the state that trying to get the calls together when people made fun of me, right? When people made fun of me at the call center. So I'm waiting for them to get my call together. God said, you hang in there. Joe Biden said he's working on things when they broke the rules, neglecting, abusing, taunting, laughing. And at the same time that was going on, the call center told me to call a local government. And they gave me the number, right? And the guy told me to shut up. I had to call somebody in Washington just to be heard, right? But y'all the black people that's lying when we don't have a voice, right? God said you have a voice too. You know, I was taught about the legislative branch when I was a kid at Norman Smith High School in Carrollton, Texas. With Chasson and them, the branches, the senators, them, the network. And certain things I learned about the branches and learned about certain things. When you're dealing with the network, you got autism, you got everybody else in the senator's office, right? And I had to get to my mission. The lady um, told me to contact Miss Nancy Pelosi about the issues and the U.S. Congressman about the issues, right? You don't understand my mission. Like when Boo and God said the mob gonna get their point across, God said we gonna get our point across when we being neglected and abused and being treated bad by the business. I said, you know, Wayne said on his Squad Up song, they detect our kind, right? Because it seemed like the streets and the business detect our kind. We have no place. Let me tell you something. When I go to Sky News and they doing the baby, I'm way farther than that. You're not gonna play me and trick me, but they want to belittle disability. Baby, you're not gonna make a commercial and treat me like, baby, I'm way more intelligent than that. You don't have to come at me. You don't have to deal with me realer than that. I'm telling you, schools and you businesses, you don't have to come at me more stronger than any other body. And they want to lie and pull you in. And you get to these schools and these businesses, then they fake it. They fake their love for God. They're like hip hop faking their love for God when they mention God name. God said, I'm the realest. My son the realest. You know what I told the Civil Rights and the Justice Department? I told him when Birdman told NBA, I want my money. I haven't got a damn thing yet. No, nothing has hit my hand. I don't want Governor Abbott a damn thing, racism and everybody. I had to file a civil rights complaint on the senators, right? And on the legislators, right? When we not getting heard. And that's what y'all want. Y'all want to get heard, but we don't get heard. Wait, I want you to know when they talk about government behavior, local government, places of churches, color, race, sex, disability, native, at local sheriff, what that is. Now you think I didn't figure this all out? God's sake. I got to thank my teachers. My teachers at Newman Smith, Miss Chastity and Miss Lane. We've been waiting for this day to come. I'm one of the real ones too, right? We did music. I'm from New Orleans, and I did music in Texas, right? Carrollton, Texas, where Marysville, right? But that's not the point. When a black girl get on Facebook and message your best friend and lie to him and manipulate, and then he get robbed when we go to Dallas events, and he get robbed after I tried. You know why I want to hang out with Marysville and be with Cheyenne them? Why they go pass out the CDs in the events? Because I wanted to watch out for our enemy. That's what I wanted my friends to know. I wanted to be their sight. You just can't go talking, passing out CDs. Somebody got to have the sight to watch out for them. Just like when I was in that Galleria Mall, in that Willow Bend Mall, and going in the garden and walking and talking to people, right? They gonna know that you like. They gonna know, right? The DA was right in that mall, right? They was in that mall watching the whole time, right? When they asked, they sold bribery to that person. And they try to get me, Mercer trying to get me to sell, right? He worked for somebody, right? So let me tell you something. I went to the civil rights. BT gonna get a lifelong letter from me. You hear me? Racism. Booster talking about if you a new artist coming up to survive. Why your racist lies tell you that? Don't do that to nobody. What was done? And they trying to put pressure on people. Racism and black and white trying to put pressure because the way they feel. Hey, let me tell you something. Since the judge, the dollar judge, did something wrong and lied, and the prosecutor know they was wrong. I want to tell you something. What's going to happen? Judge Kennedy and the Dallas courtroom and the prosecutor, they're going to be arrested, and I'm gonna be there to see it. You hear me? I'm gonna be able to see the white lies and the black lies out of the Mayor Eric Johnson. I promise you that. Me and God gonna be standing. You decide what team you're gonna be in. You're not on God's side. You on lies. I promise. Me and God gonna be standing. You hear me? I promise you. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we're gonna be standing. But don't lie, man. Don't lie out here. Well, you supporting what you supporting, right? Don't lie when you don't got all the facts together. He had one. God said, I'm the real one. God said, we the trillers and we the real ones. When I come in the spirit of my children, my child, he hugged a woman. God told me to tell him, he can have my name, but he can't have my spirit. But God said, when you leave Texas, you know what I like about Clayton County? One thing I liked about some of the dudes that was cool, they heard me out and we talked. So you got some niggas that'll take people's side. I met some real niggas in Clinton County. See, I haven't started meeting other people where they want to hear their point of views. They didn't question me. They didn't argue with me in Atlanta. See, that's some real niggas in Atlanta, Clinton County. They didn't argue with me. They heard what I had to say and what I went through. See, Dallas dumbass in that jailhouse, they were questioning me. Oh, I think that story, this story. They arguing over hoes. You see, in Atlanta, they didn't do that. That's why you got the different mindsets. That's why you got the different mindset when you're in Clinton County in Atlanta. But you know what? One thing I understood when one of the Clinton County jailmen said, Hubert, we all going through something. And I saw it in his mindset. I just needed to be patient, right? Right? But I had to understand my cellmates' frustration and what they was going through when I was at that time. I was going through something that I had to understand them. And when he showed me his mindset, I saw the frustration in him, right? And I said, I got to cool it a little bit and be a little more patient. But they still heard me out, but they didn't question me like Dallas because they all want to come up. So many lies going on, right? I'm not going to deal with this, man. Boosie wanted to lie. Only person I answer, I want to tell Boosie something. The only person I answer to if I get a job and I work, that's the only person I answer to with Social Security. Until then, if I'm not working and getting no job, I don't have to answer to nobody. That's the difference. That is the difference. You know, Joe Biden told me to get on here because he know y'all was a liar. You don't think he was watching? Obama and them was watching. Hillary Clinton and them was watching the whole time. Y'all really think y'all got it figured out? You really think you got it all figured out, right? So you want to lie again? He want to. God said, "I'm one of the real ones." They say they love Biggie like Tupac. I said, "Who's gonna love me like they love God?" Then they love two. They love the Boosie like Tupac. Who's gonna love me like they love God? And you say he's one of the real. God is the real ones. He's real. Marvin told me hip hop was gonna racial profile me, right? Hip hop was gonna racial profile me, right? Right? You know, after Boosie lied, God said, "I want to tell you something." God said, "We don't want to," like BG said, "tell the enemy." God told me to tell him, "You don't want, like BG said on the Hot Boys album, you don't want to be caught up in the street, right?" God said, "Nobody else, these kids that listening to Boosie and Yellow Breezy, they don't want to be caught up in the streets. They're listening to Dallas Rise. They don't want to be caught up in the streets when it's sweeping time." No, God told me to tell you, I need you to use the Jim Jones voice, a Jim Jones verse. And we're going to do this. God said, "I hear them cooking dirt up on me and my son name, but I can cook them up like detergent on the stand. Respect my mind and respect my grind. America going to the bank when it's cashing time." You know what God said? "Ain't no love for the other side. Fuck them tricks. Where we come from, bird mean bricks. I murder that boy. I kill that bitch. Fucking around with America money when they lying." God said, "When you fucking around with my money with my name on it and you lying, ain't no love for the other side with them liars. Fuck them tricks." But you know what God told me to tell you? You can make money off me all you want, you liars. But you know what God told me? When I stand outside my door, when I go outside in my community, I hug my flag. I don't worry about anybody. You know why I hug my flag? Because my God is with me. Because God is with me. God is with me, right? God is with me. But I tell you something. You lucky they put up all the flags, took up all the flags down. Even when y'all vote, God said it does not matter when you vote, right? I told the civil rights on them. Your vote mean nothing, but your spirit ain't right. You will still go against the grain. But God said, "Look here, I have I have taught you a lot of things, and your teacher have taught you. I need you to move with that knowledge." So I had to let me tell you, they had the courtroom on there. At the courtroom was on TV, and him, Miss Lee, Miss Judge Kennedy called my mama right on that phone, said, "You know that your kid be typing." My teacher taught me how to use things. We learned about the legislative branch. I knew this day was gonna come when every time I teaching them at Newman Smith took me to job court, they denied me when I wanted growth. But I'm not gonna let these newscasters and the rest of these people fake me because they got a problem. America businesses got a problem. They want to fake their love for me, fake their broadcasters for me. God said, they want to pull us in and fake their love for us. Right? Rules was broken. It was broken by Social Security. It was broken to laughing and taunting, neglecting and abuse, right? I told him, I want you to go when one of the guys say on CNN, why y'all don't let him come up there and talk about it, right? Right? They don't want me to come up there. They stopped me from going to a Social Security office in Garland when the Social Security call center told me to go up there. The community, right? Because they complain about textiles and racism, right? You know why Governor Gavin Abbott laughing at you, dumb motherfucker? They know Boosie lied. I want to see why Governor Abbott, I said, God said, he ain't laughing at you. They laughing at y'all, dumbasses. And the MO3 manager try to talk about them what they want y'all to do after they lied, right? You think you know all the facts. But Trump know the fights when fights was breaking out at the hotel. I called about it. No, New York, the only one that kept it real. The only one that decided to listen. I talked to some New York bars and iHeartRadio, but the lady sounds sexy as a motherfucker when she got mad at me after. She was just a little mad. But I talked to some New York boys. See, New York was the only city. I got to thank New York. After I called the New York network, after I got off the phone, I got a list of number from California, right? But I'm keeping it real. You know, God told me to tell Texas, you have broken my trust. When you go to the senator office and you talk about social issues, right? See, God been waiting for this. God been waiting for this, and I've been waiting for this moment. Me and my teachers, they know. I gotta realize all of my teachers took me 3 times. They took me at Marygrant, they took me at Newman, and they believed in me. And I know that's a way and that's a how. And all they work they put in me at Newman Smith, Chaston, Ms. Lynn, and Ms. Go Gates, and all the rest of my other teachers. Sometimes it's kind of hard, man. They put their work, Ms. Gulo. My theater teacher, she wanted me to go chase my theater dream. And I have to know they put a lot of work into me. And I'm not going to let them down because of Dallas and them lies and the mayor want to believe because of racism, politics. We have dreams too, and we should not be denied of anything. And he talking about surviving what you lied at. Let me tell you what something happened to me. I promise Obama getting it. He talking about beating the murder charge. No, because you care about your money and the fans. They love him. He wanted a real one. No, he ain't. God said he ain't no. God said when I step out my door, you know I told Jim Jones, I told the civil rights, and I told the gang, and I told the Justice Department, the niggas with the money ain't scared. God said the nigga that believe in me ain't scared, that running around with it ain't. That this probably have $1 and between the middle of the month, he don't have money, but he's still able to stand tall and hold things down, right? I told Atlanta Social Security, you ain't my way. You ain't my way. I told Atlanta Call Center and Atlanta Social Security they wasn't going to get away downtown Atlanta. They wasn't going to get away. And with the neglecting and abuse they did, and my mom, and people want to do all, I ain't trying to hear all that when my battle is bigger than everything. And then niggas trying to get me to go a different way and trying to communities care about themselves. You know why Ice Cube came down? Because I was talking to Ice Cube on Twitter. You think you know everything? The NBA, you know why Shaq came down here to the NBA Center? You think you know everything? I'm thinking what you know. Trust me, I knew everything because I had ideas, right? People in Paris and London, I talked to people in Chicago, New York, Detroit, all over on different platforms, right? Drake said, we didn't hear that much about you, but Yellow Breeze in Dallas were not even trying to do sneaky shit. I said, you have broken my trust. Texas have broken my trust. Texas have, no, you know what Governor Abbott doing? Giving me peace in my justice. I want my whole justice. He giving me pieces of it because he think I owe him money coming low. I told the civil rights, I want all my fucking money put back on my check for racism. For you care about them more, and we don't got a voice either. That's not going to happen like that. When they talk about sticking by the rules, the business got to stick by the rules and not belittle us. And the school, you know what I see when I see those things? Faking with disability, using the cameras and showing that they special, using TV. When I'm on TV, I want it to be real. I don't want there to be no motions in the video. If I'm doing a commercial and I'm speaking and you got your face on my thing, I don't want there to be no motion to show disability like they special. God said we special by treating us equal and making sure we grow together, not belittle us. Because that's what business and y'all doing, right? Belittling us, right? And not treating us equal. Treating us equal, that means not belittling us, and make sure we grow together, right? What you know about that? I'm telling you, y'all with that lying shit, you stepping in territory. Why Boosie keep lying? Why Boosie and them keep lying? Hey, anything happened, the mayor and them would be put to death, and one city hall member and church in the city don't believe in prophecy because he got a racist motive, right? Because him and his black and his preachers and them sit up there and we got our own point of view, but I can't stand. Let me tell you what I can do. And I'm about to do it. I'm about to go to the Atlanta Post office. And I'm about to go to the Atlanta Post office. So people want to complain and we don't have that voice. I respect Trump, but Trump, when he talk about his tax dollars, you know, they should start sanctuary business. The business should start paying a $10,000 pay on taxes to disability, right? But we the ones that not being heard. You know, Malcolm X got killed by our own black, right? Martin Luther King. You could have protected Martin Luther King. Looking out for the spirit, watching the surroundings of everybody. What's in the crowd that don't look right? And everybody say he's gonna need more protection. No, because once Martin Luther King finished his mission, he goes on a new journey. That's the only thing that God wants. Once you finish your mission, and you done what he tell him, you go on a new journey. That's the mission that God wants us to understand. We can still alive, but don't talk about you put me in that situation and you lie about it and you think I'm done. You know, at Judge Kennedy, I'm gonna tell you what happened. If Judge Kennedy, dumb, black, white, and her would have kept me in there. One day the FBI was gonna come and they were gonna arrest him, and I was gonna get out on my own free will. I could have been patient, but it was gonna catch up with him. It was gonna catch up with him sooner enough. I'm telling you what was gonna happen. I'm telling you, if I would have given the FBI enough time for what the mayor did, the lady say, I want you to check out what happened in Addison, right? When the two businesses were laughing and turning and doing all of that in Addison, right? Where the protective services at one night before I moved. They got my address. Joe Biden got my address when niggas were standing by those businesses, right? Don't come up to me like that, man. Don't come up to me. He one of the real ones. No. When you lie for that, MO3 said he was a liar and a criminal, right? What that mean? When I called Vibe TV, fights was breaking out at my hotel. People, where if I tell a DEA, hold up, to get all of those things in there, who stayed at the hotel, right? Right? Who stayed at the hotel? All of them black women looking at me from downstairs, observing me, staying there. And that hotel never been packed, right? What you saying? What you saying, right? What you saying, right? But y'all want y'all voice to be heard. Boosie is responsible for MO3 death. MO3 manager responsible for it. Because y'all all want to all go over something that you had no honor of. I hung up in DJ Envy manager face right away. I just say I got a building in, and I hung up for even not giving him time to talk. And I wish I would have just gave him a little time. He told me to have a good day. But I'm not got to participate in this. Now, I just commented by you opening your mouth, I'm about to kind of sue the Justice Department again for another $35 million. For you opening your mouth with Trump and Quan, that means I'm a kind of sue for every time y'all niggas lie and Boosie and not tell the truth, God say, and not try the truth. It's all there. I told him, I asked Joe Biden and Obama, can you be on video chat with Boosie in the courtroom? Let's have Obama and them on video chat. Let's have the government agents that was watching. Let's get the people. Let's have them involved in this situation that was watching my social media. Let's get that CNN involved. Let's get them involved. You want to get them involved? Let's get them involved. Y'all want to talk? Let's get God said. Let's get CNN and the other newscast. Dallas ain't nothing, right? Let's get Andrew, the New York governor, involved. Let's get Andrew. Let's get Andrew. Oh, you think you know everything that was going on? Let's get you playing a dirty game. Let's get Andrew involved. You playing a game where Dallas lie, right? But let's get Andrew in New York, the New York old governor. I hope he didn't step down. But let's get him and his brother involved. You really think you know everything, right? Jessica, other people on CNN and them. Let's get them involved in the situation. You want to ride this train? Let's get that black preacher involved in this situation, right? You want to ride this train, right? You ain't going to like where it's going at, partner. You ain't going to like where it's going at with Trump and Quan. You ain't going to like where it's going at. Yeah, we know this thing was going to happen. We know the guy that sit inside of Marvel that plays inside of Captain America. He told me y'all was going to racial profile me. Marvel told me what was going to happen. It's some other Marvel people, right? You think you know, hey, but the Justice Department not telling everything behind the lies, right? Look at you. See, I'm being LA film production. I can't wait to go on camera. We're going to leave all of this behind. But tell my enemy, it doesn't matter if I'm on campus or not. I will always notice you. And I'm not drinking no beer or anything from that. If it's not there, in there, we ain't taking nothing. Right? If it's not big that I buy from the store, we ain't getting it. I need to go see the purchase myself, you hear me? But you think you got it all figured out. You better reach out to Jay-Z and Beyonce and then reach out to them. You better reach out to them. I sold my soul. Look at them still lying. They fight for money in Dallas. But let me tell you, I fight for growth and understanding. And I'm going to get it where I got to get it. I'm going to get it where I got to get it. Now, you know, sometimes family want to put pressure on you to put you in a racial environment where you have no growth and the business do you the same thing. I said I'm done. When I say I'm done with Texas business, I'm done. When I say I'm done with racism, I'm done. No, me and Riz and them used to grow up. We didn't used to be on the streets. We stayed, recorded, we cooked in the house. We enjoyed our TV. We enjoyed Mirrors and Sabine and them. We enjoyed our company. But what you doing? I don't got time for you. I don't got time for the lies and the deception and how people feel about whatever they feel about. You think you know everything. Go to Capitol Hill, see all that fake acting in 2019 when Trump was sitting by Miss Nancy Pelosi. I want you to go watch when Trump was in the office. Tell him talk about Social Security. I want you to know something. Boosie talking about I work for someone. I answer to no one, motherfucker. The only one I'm going to answer to if I started working. You hear me? That's the only person I answer to if I'm working. You hear me? And I got to bring my check stub to the Social Security office. That's the only person that I got to answer to, partner. I don't answer to nobody else. But when the line and my life is on the line and God life and God reputation on the line, we're going to have a problem. You hear me? Let me find something like that. I want you to know. All right. I can't find what I'm looking for right now. Who's going to find Bible? No, family didn't. I say nothing not going to happen to family, but if anything happens to family, the sinner ain't coming from underneath that seat, right? The maiden asked for Governor Abbott arrest, right? I was going to find a Bible and put my hand on the Bible like I put my hand on any other Bible that I had with the rest of the community. I put my hand on the Bible and it was written. So, I wanted to stand right here and swear an oath while you lie. While you lie, right? Right? Ain't nothing going to happen to family either. I'm here and now. I already know what's going on. Trust me. That the whole community be put to death in this jail. Where racism at? Where they want to win at all costs. Racism that care about this city. Right? You have crossed the line. You see, people would attack your family because they know you the truth. Why you live, right? Why you the cowards, right? That's sad. Look at you. God knows and you know it, right? Why you hide behind your money and your lies, right? And why the community is so damn stupid they don't even know that you lies. They too stupid to pick up a book, right? A person that go to the club get manipulated, right? People acting scared because you don't like the way they look, and they ain't nothing gonna happen. Then people want to stay, but they don't want growth. They don't want understanding. They don't got what it takes to go beyond it means. This music been part of my life since New Orleans. But let me tell you something. I'm not gonna play this game with you where people want no growth and no understanding of the world and the universes around them when they depend on things. But because the guy that do crypto, he do shows, he say people mad because they scared to go after them what they want because their community, Yellow Breeze and them never did nothing for them. Triple D and them think about themselves and money. What's the difference between that? What's the difference between that? What's the difference between that? God said you got to trust when you leave here, your family be taken care of and everything. They can have this thing. But let me tell you something. Communities don't understand. That's why property never get what they understand. When you get to a certain point, family cannot stay up in this situation. They not. Hey, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for listening, guys. I love everybody on my chat. Total views. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you very much. I want to thank you. YouTube not giving me nothing, but I want to thank you because it depends if I can network, and I've been doing it for a long time. But I want to let them know since they want to open his mouth, that's another 30 million on the Justice Department. And people get mad because I don't want to be around. I don't want to be around it. How black people treat us. But I'm no hypocrite, right? So let me tell you something. That's another 30. So by you opening your mouth, and by you opening your mouth, I'm at the counter soon. By you opening your mouth and you saying something that you don't supposed to say, where people put me in a situation of lying, that's another 30 civil suit, a counter suit on the Justice Department, return to crime. That's another civil suit. And I'm gonna make this much more easy for you. That's another penalized for the Justice Department. The more they let this stupid stuff go on with y'all, the more they let this go on with y'all, I'm gonna kind of sue them again. The more they let you motherfuckers keep lying and y'all take inside because you got young thought and y'all did me wrong with racism, this is how it's gonna go. So what we about to do, when I go to civil rights, on the civil rights, I'm gonna bring in the arm on the civil rights. I'm gonna kind of sue the Justice Department for another 35 million, Rich Homie Kwame, for you opening your mouth, saying something about Boosie and he lied. Don't do that, man. Don't do that when somebody lied and care about his artists and these niggas sitting up there lying together. But I promise you, God saying on everything on heaven and earth, no money can get you niggas out of it. No judge can get paid with this lying shit that's going on. They need you for they can pay your money. You can pay bills and keep the community running. God said my life is valued too. I matter too, just as well as you. That's black people. I warned you. So what we're about to do, I already filed a civil rights complaint on you in your YouTube blog. The same person on the YouTube have already filed a civil rights complaint on you and sued you. Y'all want to play this game? Let's play this game. Racist hip hop want to play this game? Let's play this game. You want to take it there? Let's take it there. Now, I'm going to get what I want. Miss Judge Kennedy and the prosecutor will be arrested right in front of me. Right in front of me. And I'm not taking those for an answer, you hear me? I told him again, me and God not taking no for an answer. Judge Kennedy and the mayor are going to lose his job. Because 911 turning and laughing. Right? Didn't want to come and help, right? 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 Why the lie, the terrorism that was going on. You stupid and retarded. You scared of your little brother. Don't come at me like that. God said you own Texas have broken my trust and hip hop have broken God trust. And you can say what you want, but let me tell you, God told me to tell you. God knew it in the spirit that you a liar. God knew that Bruce a liar. He said, my name carry right. God said, your name carry right through the oceans with me, through the seas. And God said, I'll give you sight. While you walk around with God, let me tell you, God said, I walk around with sight. I see my enemy's spirit in the car. He talk about why he don't work for the feds, right? Because I believe in God, right? Why that coward don't work for the feds, right? See, opening your mouth is gonna get you in trouble. Opening your mouth, you got no business. Opening your mouth is gonna get you in trouble for tampering with a social security issue. This is me. This is what you know. It's gonna get you in trouble. Rich Homie Quan. Opening your mouth is gonna get you in trouble. It's really gonna get you in trouble. And Boosie thinks it's all funny to lie. But they gonna no. God said, who gonna love me like they love God? They love Boosie like they love Tupac. I believe in my God. You know, I sit up there and had a dream yesterday. Yesterday night, and I had a dream that Boosie dad came to me. He walked up, he was in his yard on his mansion, and I actually had this dream. He told me that he was Boosie dad. He told me. He came to my dream and told me. Boosie don't talk about his dad that much, but he came and told me. And he had braids, he was black. He came up there and told me, I'm Boosie dad. I don't know how that was, but he gave me some very encouraging words. I was just walking past in a neighborhood. He had his own mansion, and he was working on something in the yard. He walked up and said, "I know who he is. I'm Boosie dad." And he said something that he told me. He looked straight at me. And Boosie don't talk about his dad. He don't talk about his dad. His mama hold his own, but he don't talk about his dad. But it's really, he don't talk about it. But he gave me some very encouraging words on my dream. And I'm not just making this up. If I would have that Bible right now in front of Boosie, right now in front of that courthouse, he came to me last night and he gave me some words. He gave me some words. He gave me some words that I needed to hear. But let me tell you, I'm not taking and that's between him. I don't want to get in there because I really didn't want to talk about that. But I actually had a dream last night. And it's gonna be hard for people to believe. I woke up thinking about it. I woke up and thinking about it. I never met Boosie and all in, and I woke up thinking about why I have a dream. BG was in it, and the rest of them. Why I had a dream about Boosie dad. He gave me some encouraging words. Some very encouraging words. One of the words was right, but he gave me some very that would help, and it's not everything that's going to be right in that conversation. But he told me out of his mouth. And it's still I'm still having to come to realization that I dreamed about something like that. And before I can even talk, he said, I'm Boosie dad in my dream. He had braids in his head. He was black and he had braids in his head. I don't know how Boosie feel about his father. I don't really know. But he confronted me and gave me some very encouraging words. Now I gotta know that dream happened for a reason. That this is my dream. That's my dream. I can't argue tell Boosie in his life. God gave me something to understand. God gave me that, and that's something I needed to understand. And I can't really explain it at this moment. But if somebody come in my dream and tell me they Boosie that, and didn't, it wasn't a negative. It wasn't nothing negative. But one of the reasons why he told me that, because y'all love to play with people's minds. The society love to confuse people. The reason why he told me that sometimes I can't go to Boosie about that because that's between him and him. But this is the dream I had. He told me in the dream that he's Boosie dad. He told me. I can't think about it and I can't understand it. But I want me. I want me of what you took. And Judge Kennedy, I told her on the civil rights, I got rights. If I get arrested, that is racism. That is racism. They know what they did was wrong, and the mayor needs to be taken down. And they don't want to be taken down because the black people, because they got a rich. No, City Hall members need to be taken down. And the black people want, I don't want, you broke my trust. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Balance need to be given, God said. You have broken God trust. It doesn't matter about the community, but you broke the spirit of God trust. The community gonna sit up there and believe his lies and let him walk down the key. He need to step down. He need to step down. Because they care about themselves and they got a racist problem with disability, why they don't want to let the mayor step down and the city hall member racing city own this city. I'm asking him to step down. And God is watching who you favor. Who you favor because he got a higher education and you need City Hall. God said, my child is needed too on the civil rights. And that's why I've asked them on the civil rights, local government, different places in the churches. You think I didn't figure you out? Record labels, right? So Rich Homie Quan, I can go to the person that sued you, that's you signed to, right? Or you got your own limited, and I can sue them, right? I can file a discrimination racial complaint on them, right? See, when the courtroom want to act like an ass, we got a big problem. You don't know my situation, so stay away from it. It seemed like since Boosie told a lie, we ain't gonna be able to hang out. It's sad that people are a person to lie and other people will never get a chance to do music with them because they lied. That's sad, man. That's sad that I have to go a different direction because the lie Boosie them told and Yellow Breezy them told. And Trap, it's funny, Trap Boy Freddy still laughing. And one person trying to tell me, you laughing, bitch, you ain't gonna stop me from smiling and laughing because I'm happy. And these niggas out there with that bullshit, they want you to be angry and have hatred in your heart while they lie and trying to terrorize you and intimidate. That was black. You know, back in the day, we the one that get ran out the white neighborhoods. Now black people trying to run us out with hatred, right? T.I. talking about the community. You know how the community evolve? We wake up to the reality. Open your mind and your spirit up. Tell T.I. that's how his community gonna evolve. And the community will prosper and have more things in society. But even when you grow in society, it's still where we lose, right? Because they don't want us to have love. They don't want us to love God. They don't want us to show love for all of God. Let me tell you something. I would not put up since I already sent it to the civil rights leader about the situation. And I'm about to send it to them against the Justice Department another $35 million for Rich Homie Quan, and you believe in him. Delaying the progress of justice. Delaying the progress of justice. So this is how I'm not gonna keep on bidding the competition and they keep pushing this stuff up. Delaying progress of justice. Rich Homie Quan. And I didn't already sent what I needed to send off. I'm not gonna let you win because you got a racist problem. They can call me a snitch, but every time you do that, you're a racist motherfucker. You're black and white, they got a problem. You hear me? Every time they hear to say the word, that stands for racism. Right? You know, I watched this, I grew up on this Martin Luther King anime when these kids go back through time. And they go see on the baseball field and they go see Martin Luther King. It's a very inspirational movie. Um, and Whoopi Goldberg taken through the house. Is a very educational movie. And this kid was so versatile. He was so busy focusing on baseball that his teacher said, "If you don't get your grade up, you ain't gonna be playing baseball, right?" And all around that, Whoopi Goldberg. They went through the house in Martin Luther King house, and Whoopi Goldberg telling me to stay in line. But the guy and the two guys, they decided to go and see what was in that room. And Whoopi Goldberg caught him. So they asked Whoopi Goldberg, please. Whoopi Goldberg, you know what she said in the thing? She said, okay, I will let y'all go for a little bit. I usually don't do this. But bam, I'm gonna regret he said that. But they learned something about it. They touched the baseball club, ended up back in the time through Martin Luther King on the baseball field. Now while Martin Luther King was hitting the ball, they started to interact with the white woman. The kid mama came out there and pulled the white kid from the pads by the neck. They said Martin Luther King is the best ball player out there, man. When I told you about hanging out with those Negroes, Martin Luther King is the best ball player out there. And the little kids from the future say, I don't know what the big deal about that. And they say, you told them, you'll stop hanging out with these Negro kids if you know what's best for you. And Martin Luther King had to explain to them, in our generation, we're not allowed to hang out with the colors in any one of those things. And they started talking to Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King. They went back through time. They were going to go to Martin Luther King house and chill. But time, I can tell you about this movie all day. But something we're not going to do here. We're not going to play like things are not going on and behavior have not been happening and behavior not been happening here with this community. And we live in different counties. They're going to try to lie because and people, that white people and black people, they don't care anyway, right? They don't care about the truth. But when you live in different counties and different states, and when I'm talking about different counties, not states, you could be in the same state, live from different counties, and people can be at their house and passing dick and money to people and tell the truth about it, right? I'm warning you. You're crossing barriers. Now, after I just wrote with your words that you just said, God said, I'm the real one. We the real one. We carry weight while they lie. You trying to turn this money? I'm telling you, you're playing with fire. So since you open your mouth, Richard McCoy, and you opened it the way you don't want it had no business open, I'm out the countersuit to Justice Department for letting you tamper with it and get society to turn against me because you got a problem. Because you got a problem in your line, you lied to yourself. See, Pimp C talk about labor. See, he the realest. When Atlanta was not on the set, at Boost and Pimp C, he would call that fake shit out, right? Pimp C would call it out, right? When they consider Atlanta part of the South, right? He'll call it out, right? They could consider Atlanta a part of the South, right? And Pimp C spoke how he feel, right? When 3-6 Mafia to get what he needed, right? You think that Pimp C would know what I know, he would have called out, but your courtroom tried to play me, right? These black people care about their damn self in Dallas, and they trying to come on up and they spread lies every damn time, right? Look at you, man. That's not cool to lie, man. That's not cool to lie and trick people and people buy your thing. That's not cool. So, God said, you making me by your lies. I don't give a care because black people got hatred. They don't show love. They got hatred. By you lying, And you saying some shit that you don't supposed to be saying. I'm a countersue the Justice Department for interfering with justice, for letting you interfere with justice again. So when I go to the civil rights it talks about the civil rights, bam, bam, bam. I want them to hear me. Rich Homie Coin. Come on, man. We didn't already say what we needed to say already. God said, I hate that it had to be like this. I hate that it Tony Cohen. That's sad, bro. And nobody ain't gonna do nobody nothing, man. People acting shit. Sad, bro. Sad. That is sad what's going on here. It's fucking sad, man. Little pussy. Everybody's scared. Go ahead with that shit, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad that it gotta be like this. That's the saddest part, that it had to be like this. It's sad that it had to be like this. It's sad that it had to go like this. It's sad, man. I'm really disappointed. It's sad that it had to be like this, bro. It's sad. I know. It's sad, bro. It's sad around here that it had to be like this, man. God said, Boosie, Rich Homie Klein said, Boosie is one of the real ones. Rich Homie Klein said, Boosie is one of the real ones. But when MO3 and them lied and took that blueprint and took things, what that mean? Lied and Yellow Breeze and them lied, and the mayor trying to hide phone calls. Racism with black, right? Trying to hide phone calls. Don't tell me where you and y'all lied to come up. You don't know what real is. You don't know what that is. God said, I'm real. We real. We real together. God said, when you leave here, you leave with God. You take me with you. But Rich Homie Quan, you sticking your nose in business that don't concern you. And people believe in the bullshit. Believe in the lie that Boosie tell. BG got out early because he lied and I had to reach out to my fight about Social Security. And then he want to do a song. After what your learn ass put me through, I don't want nothing to do with you, man. And people think that shit cute, my nigga. That shit ain't cute, my nigga. And then these niggas instead of trying to do it and get their homeboy out and all the rest. No, that was a one-time thing, nigga. That was a one-time thing why BG got early. That was a one-time thing, nigga. You niggas keep doing it. God said we ain't taking no more losses. No, God said we ain't reasoning with people no more. Boosie, let Boosie smile. That was a one-time thing, man. That was a one-time thing. I know that was a one-time favor from Joe Biden to clean up that lie. That was a one-time favor from Joe Biden and Senator Harris and them and the rest of the people. That ain't happening no more, partner. I'm gonna tell you right now, Rich Homie Klein, it ain't happening no more. So you better enjoy it. You better enjoy it. Niggas. They better stop. They better stop. These niggas trying me. You're in a relevant jail of days. That they ain't happening like that, partner. You better stop when these women believe in your lies and no, they fight for themselves. No, I told you no. And they still lying. Other niggas still trying to come up. Keep on. Keep up. We ain't compromising with people no more. We are not compromising with people anymore. I'm not compromising with hip hop lies. I'm not compromising with it no more. So you can do exactly what you want to do. I'm not compromising with it no more. MO3 talked about me in inbox imitating someone. I'm not talking about nobody. Lil Baby say he's in it, but not really in it. People are so much in competition and racism is lied. And after they look at them, they rather keep lying with racism. Let me tell you something. I want to tell you something. It's not about us being hard at any one of those things.
Ever wonder how constitutional carry affects your right to carry and your
Hmm. Hmm. I'm understanding how I got a problem with it. Hey, I'm trying to leave in my family. If that's the way it gotta go, it gotta go. Since Yellow Breeze and them lied, that what it's gonna have to be. Hmm. That what it's gonna have to be. I'm starting to see things a lot more clearly. Everybody that's involved. Hmm. Yeah. Hey, while I'm here, Governor Abbott, hey, he got a lot to lose, partner. He got a lot to lose. More than you know, he got a lot to lose, partner. He got a lot to lose. And they can have it. Just let me go. He can have it. It's sad. But look at all this mess I started. Look at it. And look at him. Hey, look at him. Hey, God said we got to put up with it. Come on. I'm trying to go. Texas have a lot to lose in this matter. Hey, I can just go. The governor Abbott know too much. I talk to people from all over. I can go to Paris. I can just drift off. DJ, you know why DJ Khaled haven't came here yet? Because he no, you think you know something. Good, good. They think they know something more than they knew. Mm. Ah, you think you know everything that was going on. They are gonna lose a lot. They already lost. They already lost because they messed up. They already lost when they tried to hand me a little while they give to the lie. They already lost already. Hey, I got nothing else to lose anymore, right? Usually we're gonna see Governor Abbott in jail, right? We're gonna see the mayor in jail. I promise you the mayor is gonna be put to death and arrested. I promise you, that's a promise. That is a promise. God said that's a promise. Since I know civil rights and I kind of sued the state of Texas, and what we're about to do for everybody opening their mouth and Rich Homie Quine opening his mouth, that's another suit for tampering with justice and lying to the society. Being the open artist with your homie Quine and he had the platform that he have, that's another civil. Thank y'all. Y'all are on here with the real one. Y'all are on here with the truth. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If I'm on the block, I just want to talk about movies and shows. I want to talk about my favorite shows and movies. Talk about things that really matter the most. That what matters to me the most. I want my mind to wonder, just not talking about this by talking and holding the gun. I want my mind to wonder more. When I'm sitting on the block, I want to have a vision of just doing more, vision of creating more, to create a whole world of my own. I don't see myself just posted up on the block doing that. I see myself, if I'm gonna sit out on the corner all day or sit down, I want to be visionary. I want the vision that comes with it. I want the life that comes with it. And what I can make out of it, what I can change, what I can let it grow from the duplex, what I can grow from it. That's the most important thing that matters the most. What can you grow from it? And when you get a clip, it's not just everybody want to do music, and it's okay to have a song, but I want the vision of my world. And sometimes, if you love your hood and you love your, you want to see it's bigger than any of it was before. You will want to see it bigger than anything. So when you love something, you want the vision of it to be grown. You want something to be beautiful out of it. And if you don't want it's not just about owning stores and all of this and doing music and giving back. It's more of it out of it. There's more of it out of it. So it's like the visionary, if you're going to care about your community, it is not about an apartment. I see, what if I want to change the grounds? I want to break the grounds. I want to put money to break the ground, put gold grounds on it. When you walk out your door and you see a crack in your ground in your community, you get tired of the streets going, the streets looking like the same, right? Right now, we break it and change the color of it. We can change in gold, we can change in white, we can change in purple, we can change in different colors. That's the definition of the site I want. If I get tired of looking out, when I get tired of walking out my door and the ground got cracks in it the same, and I'm tired of looking at the same color of the ground, why not want to change the ground? Sometimes I get tired of looking at the same. Changing is where the evolving progress is at. I see a world where I want to change, but I see a world when I want to define change. I care about life and animals the same way in nature. So it's just not about the buildings around you, nature. You want nature to grow. You want your earth to grow. You want your nature. You want your birds to be able to fly and more things with that. Nature, the heart of nature, understand it, the wind, the grass, all of those things we understand in nature. You want the wind to be able to be more powerful when you understand it to hit your heart. When I step outside my door, I want it to hit my heart. I want things to hit the wind, the universe, and because you think it's this wind, but it's not wind that just hit you when you step outside your door. The universe is hitting you. The earth, everything that's in it, and the creator, the earth is changing. So I feel like every time I step out my door, if I feel the wind, that means my earth is changing. I had so much fun the other day running in the rain. I was outside in my community, and I had so much fun running in the rain and just running in there. And it started raining hard, and like I didn't really care. And my phone's there. I thought my phone was gonna get damaged, but like I really enjoyed that, like that that run in that rain because it makes you feel like you're a kid all over again when you play soccer. And I played in Carrollton, Texas with Kevion when we played football in Carrollton, Texas, and make you feel like You're young again, and people don't know how to have the young mind and have the thing. You have to have vision in everything that you do, and the visionary that comes with it can be the biggest thing in life. You know, life without dreams, we have to understand it. So we have to understand it. What is the most important thing with that, right? And the definition of those things. Um, I told Abusi, I had talked to people in Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago. That bond is more trap or Freddy. That bond is more important than anything. I don't care what you're talking about. LA. People have shown me talent in LA, Las Vegas. All of those things. You know, I had this dream that Bruce's dad came to me and gave me, and I wouldn't have really hear me because I can't stop thinking about it. He, he, I was walking and he came out of the yard. I didn't tell him that he know. He looked at me and said, "I know you." I'm Bruce. He confronted to me in my dream. He had braids and he confronted me. He gave me some word of advice. He gave me some things of what I needed to do. I don't know how to explain it sometimes. Though. If Bruce was here, I don't know what relationship he got with his dad, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain to God this those words to make sure I'm moving in a new direction. It wasn't bad advice, guys. And I barely know Bush, but we from the same state, and I can't understand it. I can't understand it. And I know it in the spirit when he came to me, and I looked in his spirit that he was telling the truth in my dream. I looked at his spirit and in his mindset. I looked at his spirit and his mindset, and he really was his. And this is something you can tell by spirit and mindset. You can tell when a person is real. Now I don't know what this. I don't know what to. This Bruce don't talk about this guy. He don't talk about it. He don't talk about it. And that's something for me. That's something I have to deal with. That's something a gift that God gave me. And he gave me, but he told me a word of advice. He gave me words. And I'm so happy for them. And I think God was gave that to me. And you never even know. And it wasn't bad at all. The time for new direction. You know that. There's really time for a new direction. It's hard for me to say it right now. It's hard for me to even. It's hard for me to even imagine it. It's hard for me to even imagine it. So I'm having one of those things like, how can I understand it more? But that's a curse right there. That's something I needed. That I needed that. That is a word that I needed that. Talk about his dad. Let's see. Talk about his.
Now, how did you lose your dad at such an early age?
He had a tumor on his brain. Yeah, my dad had a tumor on his brain. He died. So he had got sick and got an infection and died. So I lost my dad like a couple weeks before I made 14. So when I lost my dad, nobody could really tell me that. Because I always was a daddy's boy. I never was a mama's boy. My brother was a mama's boy. I always was a daddy's boy. I always hung under my daddy. And my daddy was he was a G. He was a gang. He was a G in the hood. I always hung under my daddy. So when you lose that kind of love, like you spiral out of control. I just stopped everything. I just felt like Then I had to watch my mama struggle. So like I was born in it, bro. Like when I was born in it, bro. Like I'm not gonna say I had to because when I saw my mom struggling at 13, 14, I could have went got a summer job or something. I'm not gonna say that, but I was kind of torn into that. Like my grandmother's house, everybody sell goods. Everybody posted from my grandma's house to sell goods. Uh, all my uncles sell goods, all my cousins sell goods. My aunties date the drug dealers. It's kind of hard doing that to get a 9 to 5. It's kind of hard make trying to make $200 a weekend and you can make $1,000 a night. So I was kind of like I ain't gonna say I had to, but I wanted to. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say I wanted to because I wanted to find things. I wanted to help my mom out. I wanted to help my mom out because my daddy wasn't there. Even though my daddy and mama were together, my daddy still helped out. My daddy still took care of pop mom off when he come through. So I just felt like I wanted to. It was time for me to get money on my own, and it was time for me to man up, bro. So all the rest of that was irrelevant. School, all that was irrelevant. I had my mind on really on the money.
Yeah. It's sad, man. I'm sorry. 14 weeks to get up for someone who's their father.
Yeah.
He was really his dad was strong in the dream. He was built and he was strong, man. He was really when he came up to me, he was he was kind of built and strong, man. When he came to me in my dream, guys. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened. All I know, he gave me some word of advice, a word of things that I needed to know. And it wasn't bad. I don't want to step over bounds, man. And I think that was my dream. And Brucey was in it, but his dad was there. His dad, we had him, man. I think we met each other in the past life, in the future life. And I really think that's the crazy part in our universe that we met each other in the past life. And the thing is the life that we had when we already know each other. And then somehow that we have to understand that it's hard, guys. It's hard to understand it. Like I had other things on my mind until this the hear him and I lost somebody. My cousin Liddell got shot in New Orleans, and we were by Auntie Shirley, and they shot him coming home from the where the cemetery at in New Orleans. It was when I was a kid, by some cemeteries, like on Baller Blocking. So it was kind of, but people didn't take life that serious with me because they know EBO is crazy. You had like a wrestler, you had food. They used to tell me stuff like that, man. So I never had to experience that from New Orleans when everybody ever grown up was getting on my ass for acting like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. They couldn't even take me that. Well, that's crazy acting like they couldn't even take me that serious, guys. And like he be your ass crazy. You got like Stone, like everybody in New Orleans, like even when the gutter and them was in there, and everybody was getting on my Victor Vince, and everybody was getting on my ass about, oh, your ass is crazy. You can't be wrestling females and stunning people. Sagittarian horoscope for September. Yeah, I had stunned Darlene one time before. In New Orleans, Sagittarian horoscope for October. Nah, for real. Now I didn't get to see that part because the grown up didn't take me that. The people didn't take me even I got a team. They still thought I was acting like a child. Everybody was grown ups and everybody like, dude, your ass is crazy. I used to get on cold drinks and Stone Cold Steve Austin. B1 and BG Feminine got on my ass, stay your badass out of trouble. Used to play with fire extinguishers and stuff, man. Everybody used to get on my ass about it. You smell what the rockets. I used to use those words, man. People wasn't that serious with me like that, like they didn't even take me that serious in New Orleans with the rest of the people. We got into fight, but it didn't get that out of concern. I guess the OGs and people know he think your ass is crazy. I didn't get that out of there like that. So yeah, it didn't get that out of hand like that. I got stabbed, but it didn't get that far. Like people don't even see me like that in that matter in New Orleans. Like, so yeah, those are the things with that situation. So I didn't even have all that. And plus, my band teacher was always getting on my ass at Fantasy Wheels, and my classmates used to get on my ass too. So it was kind of like hard, like when I had to go sit under the desk for an hour or two for not acting right in the band class at Fantasy Williams in New Orleans. And they used to get on me for talking to the cheerleaders and talking to the police on the horses and rubbing the horses and talking to them. Didn't I tell you to be in line? I got in trouble for taking my symbols home on the first day. He got on to me about that literally got on to me about that, literally, and I had to go through a lot, man, but I got hit with a drumstick one time. That was one time. Everybody else getting hit with a drumstick. They had this guy that he was one of my classmates. He smacked a woman and peed in the mouth, and he went to jail. Then they fucked the girl under the tree. And I asked, why y'all did that, homie? I said, I'm not participating. But he was like, you. And and they told me under the tree. This actually happened at Fantasy Williams in New Orleans. And I'm like, everybody get out of jail. And I'm telling them, hold up. What y'all niggas did that for shit, man? Like, come on, cause I dated a regular girl at Fantasy Williams too. We had the two drum works. We was outside in the yard. And I said, why y'all did that, man? I said, y'all was people. I wasn't even participating in why I was up there playing drum work with my girlfriend at Fantasy Williams at that time. And you got the two drum works and bam, 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 and trumping in. You got one girl on there and they got two works that hold them together. And I'm up there getting in there and they was up there under the tree. I was like, man, I got back the next day, man. I got on everybody. I said, man, look. Now I said, I'm glad I was in there under that tree with y'all that day, because I'd be some arrested motherfuckers in under that tree sitting with y'all. They probably don't even remember. But him as a the little kid that went to jail, that people, he taught me so much how to listen to the beat. And I think at Fantasy Williams, he really, if it won't be for him, he really taught me with my cymbals. If it was an instrument, any instrument that I had, because I had to let, it's so many things, other things I always did, you know what I'm saying? So I remember one of my other drummer broke the drum and I let him play my cymbal. We was halfway through the parade anyway, so I consider that's a break for me actually. Like, hold up, all I do is gotta carry a drum and carry it on my waist, and like I consider that's a break for me. And I was like, yeah. So I sacrificed. I said, hold up, that is a break for me right there in a parade. Like I can actually just chill and carry the drum, the thing on my waist. He broke his drum, and I had to carry it halfway through the parade. We was almost done anyway. So it was like he got on the cymbals and I carried it. And then I had to carry somebody's trombone, big ass thing. That motherfucker heavy as a motherfucker. But you know, when those things wasn't working. So it was so many things that I had to you know, there was so many things I had to do. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite moment in New Orleans marching through the Superdome, seeing my face, my auntie Shirley in the crowd, my mama in the crowd. My mama didn't want to walk with me that much because them parades will tire you out. My band teacher, then I told you stop talking to those cheerleaders. Why you not in line? He was always getting on to me about stuff.
Justin said here.
And he get on to me about it. He get on, and the classmates get on to me about it. They'll get on to me about it. You know, they would get on. They was getting on to me about it. I was like my bad and like my classmate, and that's the reason you gotta realize like God gave me discipline. He said you're a band director. I stayed under that. Yeah, oh man, I was sure some of the people was in Fantasy Williams back in before they turned into elementary. I was just some of them. I went to Reed one year, then I had to leave. I wasn't even supposed to be in high school, and I don't know how they mixed that up. And I used to see the block burners in the thing rapping with the braids, and you're talking them with that. But I moved to Metairie, and then I was going to be put back in middle school anyway because they was finding out, but I didn't give enough time. I was not given enough time and enough directions and all of that. My teacher was the wrestling coach, so I'm glad that was a very good help for me, and that was I'm glad that was a good help that where I had that discipline, man. Them people, my band class, my band teacher don't even know how much his understanding and his discipline helped me at Fantasy Williams. And George, especially Miss Chastity, Miss Lynn, at Newman Smith, Mr. Charlie, man, they don't even know all the rest of them, not just in New Orleans, here. Mr. Lee always got on me. I always had to stay with him sometime. And Mr. Lee kept me by his side, like he would actually get on me and kept me by his side. Man, I look back on it. I'm so glad that I had him as a assistant teacher, and I look back at all of it like, and that's something that a memory that we had some good times, we had some hard times, but I'm so glad that I had him, Mr. Lee, and we both like New Balances. We both had New Balances. He liked to know when he couldn't wear his New Balances, high top New Balances. I had every pair of New Balance, and people get mad because I'm not wearing Nikes, Jordan, and I'm buying like I was a New Balance fan. I used to love New Balance. I still think it's kind of great, but I think it's some upgrade they need to make to it though. You know what I'm saying? To the New Balances footwear, like literally, they need to do some upgrade to it. Like I love New Balances. Don't get me wrong, but I want them to change it up. No, I want them to change it up, do a different approach to the brand of New Balances. I love it, but I want them to do a different approach to it. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to do a different approach. And those things we have to understand. We the best thing, we can't work things out with people because people are never changed. You know, when people are being racist and businesses are being and government take up for racist businesses and participate, Senator Ted participating in it. He's participating in it. And he told me everything I need to know. You with them. You let me know everything that I needed to know. But let me tell you something. That lady from the Walmart career, she said I deserved something. And I got to know when she says something, that's for a reason. I might don't be with Walmart anymore, but I was spending my own life. I deserve a chance at success. Even she said the Walmart career. I know as she said it, I know I have to keep going because she heard me out at the Walmart Career Center. And I know that's a reason. That's a reason why she told me that. So maybe I don't be with Walmart anymore. That doesn't stop me from trying, but we not trying in the business. And it's gonna take something. Maybe acting, we're gonna work at it. And it's gonna be work at it. I can't work at it with Walmart. It's too much lies. Too much lies from the businesses. It's too much. You need profit. You need each other. But God said, you need me. But they depend on money. They would team up on me. So those things, I wish you the best of luck. But I'm not participating in those lies I see. That fake networking I see of other people having education. Because God said when I step on your college and step on your scene, you don't live by what you say. And I refuse, God said, I refuse TV shows to keep faking their lies with me. They got disability on there. I'm tired of them faking it. God tired of them lying and faking their love for us. God tired of it. God told me I'm tired. He's tired. We tired of the American faking their love for him and just want to make profit out of it. God tired of it. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to see Judge Kennedy get arrested. And when I cry, and when I see Judge Kennedy and the prosecutors get arrested, and me and God promised that I'm going to cry a tear. Because I also got my justice from racist lies in the mail. So I want you to know something. That cry you get from me, that's justice from racism of a black prosecutors and white people in that courtroom. Let me tell you something. Racism with black people and white is happening at the job against disability. But let me tell you what I'm going to do, Rich Homie Quine. I'm going to go to the Atlanta polls and people that's coming against me. I already did it on the Texas elective. And people that's coming against me with the tax dollars, and Trump mentioned his tax dollars. I'm going to go to the Atlanta poll center and I'm going to file a civil rights. Atlanta Poll Center, elective.
All right, United States Postal Service around Atlanta.
Atlanta Poll Center, voting. He's getting mad. I deserve everything, man. People might don't think I deserve it. I deserve it. I don't got time for it. I got time for it. So let me tell you something we're about to do. The elective office. I'm about to tell you what we're about to do. Just like I filed a civil rights complaint on that, we're about to file a civil rights complaint on the Atlanta Poll Office, right? Right? When we don't have a voice, right? When they black people and they electives got a problem and we don't have a voice, right? When job treat us bad, you want me to silence, and we are not getting treated bad. But they wanna the people in the churches wanna talk about they're using who they using. Why your regular kids have something. Why we left out, right? Why we left out. And Governor Abbott think that's funny. And he put us in this situation. But let me tell you something. By law, you take every life serious. By law. You hear me? By law. By law, you hear me? Governor Abbott and the legislators coming down with me. Young Jesus. Y'all want to be lie and be racist. Then you got the nerve to complain about something, and you have a right. Black and white people communities have a right to be racist. You have a right to be racist. You have a right. You don't have a right. You don't have a right to complain and have your input when you lie to us constantly. You hear me? Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to file a civil rights on the Atlanta Poll. We can go to Washington. We can do it in every state. A civil rights complaint, right? Where you have a voice, but we don't have a voice. Where racism with black and white and Senator Governor Abbott and them care about y'all the most, right? He listened to y'all, but we don't have a voice, right? But our voice don't matter. But they got the nerve to complain about something where we get denied. I want to see my kid grow, and I want to give him an education. But they want to sacrifice where racism at. Right? But we the one that loses, right? See, I hear a whole lot of complaining, but not enough understanding. We the one that loses at the end of the day, right? They keep taking from us. Racism keep taking from us. Black liars and black racists and white liars at the job, right? But you want me to bend down. but other people scared to stand up to you, right? Look, we lose. We lose and they always win, right? Black or regular blacks and everybody, regular people always win. And they keep taking from us, right? Why should we constantly lose? Why should we not grow and they constantly lose and we can't win? But you know what? I'm out to make up for lost times. I'm out to make up for lost time when people took us for granted and didn't want to make us grow. I don't believe in businesses no more. God lost faith in American businesses. But one thing God told me not lose faith in him. When businesses lie and Social Security see one side and the senators see one side of the situations. And they see one side of things. You play their games. But God, you know God, why God died and he was the most feared? You know why they did that? Because he couldn't be controlled. He saw them. While others stood apart, he stood he stood apart from them. He stood his ground. Now, everybody think because of the mayor getting away with his thing that I'm out. They laughed nigga 17 at me. From the courtroom, they laughed at me. In the cars. So let me tell you something how this is gonna go. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet, you hear me? This ain't over with. God said disability tolerate you. And if I gotta be on a team and make sure every disability go up and it survives for them and make sure they have a right and play the part of everybody in this business, I will. I will put I will make sure God will strengthen me up every day. For you don't want to take advantage of us no more. Your businesses don't want to take advantage of. I will make sure everybody get a read. I will keep the power in me. And I will ask God every day before I get up from my bed to make sure we fight this fight and win. But people will try to destroy that, right? They will try to destroy that when they win. Let me tell you something. The government is a liar. And I called them out on it. I don't have no business telling them about the situation. You say we can save 3,000. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie, and you know it. Stop making up lies, and you know it. I don't have no right. I can go to civil rights now and tell Joe Biden, y'all are lying. Y'all are lying. You can't have 3,000. You can't have nothing. We die with nothing. The regular community, they don't understand something where they have it more easy. Where our government lied to us constantly. Lied to us constantly. When they lied to us constantly. They're liars. Let me tell you what ask an average American that got a disability. Ask them and interview them. They're gonna lie to you. They don't got nothing in their account. You know why? Because they don't want. They want us to suffer. Our government want us to suffer while the regular people get to save. And they got more things than us. While we die with nothing. We die with zero in our bank account. You know why? Because they don't respect us. They don't respect God's children. They don't respect us in at all. But they care more. We eat. We don't matter. We don't save. But they say they're using me. The church had the balls to say that Governor Abbott, I told your church in the city to watch their words and watch their words carefully. I told them to watch their words because you're going to get in trouble for letting this go on. And you know your community got a problem. I'm telling you to watch your words carefully with your community. Talking about using and racism and selfish behavior. I'm asking you to watch their words. And I'm going to tell Joe Biden, they need to watch their words. Selfish behavior. Need to watch their words. And I'm going to tell Joe Biden when Church in the City say they use them where regular people care and we can't say a damn thing. And I'm going to follow civil rights depending on the White House. And they better watch their words in Church in the City. I make this very clear on what I'm about to do and what I'm about to say. Nobody using me when y'all winning constantly. It's time for us to win. It's time for us to grow too. But I'm not out to let no fake TV show lie to me. And I see your spirit. I'm not buying into your product or buying into what you just say. You're going to have to show me when I get on your campus because your behavior is another thing. And I'm going to tell them on the civil rights. When they got on Sky News and all the rest, you're going to have to show me because God said your spirit on your TV and your fake advertising. My teachers and them always believed in me. But it's sad they took me to Job Corps, right? And it's sad that it had to keep going like this. That a state that can't understand, the senator can't understand. Ask my teacher, Ms. Chastity, reach out to him. They took me to Job Corps 3 times. Each year they denied me, right? Then Mary Grimes took me, right? They saw something, Ms. Dolores and Ms. Go Gates, right? They saw something in me. But your business of racism in schools take us for granted, right? No more would I waste time with you. No more when we waste time. But I'm not going to let a woman come in my circle and call me gay because she feels some type of way of choosing niggas and choosing what they want to choose. We're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. But don't tell me about being fair when you ain't fair. When you let racism and you let these business government senator tell you, God said you told me everything I needed to know. You told me everything that I needed to know. You know, I was in the movies thing. I remember one teacher telling me, Hubert, you were going to be different from others. And the teacher told me that. And like other people from regular class was getting jobs that I was talking to that go to the same New Orleans for me. And me, it was something different. It was just more of what I wanted. You know, I told you my teacher, one of my classmates that liked me besides Doris, and my teacher wasn't having it, and the Chastity wasn't having it. She would, and I don't, and it's not, that wasn't a bad, it wasn't bad, but it was conflict. She just wasn't having it. It was conflict. She just wasn't having it. You know, you hear so much stuff about me in the gym, in the school, at Newman Smith about me, that she was conflict, and the Chastity was not having it. And that's the type of person that she was. And my classmates and that was different from it. You know, it didn't matter if a classmate liked me besides Loris, but nah, it was too much of conflict. And I could tell it in her face, in the way she was acting. She wasn't having it. She wasn't really having it. That's just the way it was. And I couldn't look at mad at that. It was conflict. And she couldn't mad. And even with me and a girl that stood in regular cheese, and it was her last couple of weeks there, and she went to Newman Smith, the 7th period, and she took regular classes, and she come up in there and read this, and she Mexican, and she kind of beautiful, thick and beautiful, and she got a baby, and she was going to college too, and she set up in Miss Chastity class at Newman Smith, and me and her had the conversation, and and I don't think Dolores like that because her personality is off. And I think when I'm having conversations with people, and that can be the main problem with those things. Um, I don't believe that. Pete Diddy had nothing good things to say. They said Puffy had nothing but good things to say. He kept a positive outlook on everything. He kept a positive outlook on everything. He kept a positive outlook. He stayed positive. God said he ain't gonna go because he's the one that I don't believe that. He kept a positive outlook while Tupac was saying things, and I don't think that should not happen because he kept the guard in his faith, and that's what you do when everybody else speaking. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like the thing that Tupac was talking about the weight of Biggie, not just on the hit 'em up, on the other song, fat this, fat that, fat this, fat that. And other people gotta love themselves. And I think Biggie had the 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 Biggie and P. Diddy had the fans that people that had some weight on, you know, and Tupac tried to ruin his I heard the song, Fat Motherfucker, You Fat This, not just on Hit 'em Up, not just on Hit 'em Up. And I think Biggie, when he carried that weight on him, he had the fans because you gotta love who you are. You gotta be comfortable of who you are. And I think Biggie was in that comfortable stage. He had weight, but he was in that comfortable stage. And I don't think that's gonna happen because the way the society is, and the way that Biggie kept the outlook on things, even when Tupac tried to destroy his weight. There's a lot of people that got weight on them, but you gotta love who you are, inside and out. So I had to understand that, like, but when you keeping a positive outlook on things, you gotta stay positive. You can't allow people to. You gotta keep the outlet on it, and I think Biggie always kept the outlook on that. He always kept a positive outlook on that, no matter what. They was always talking about weight, and two Biggie P Diddy kept the outlook on it. So you just gotta just pray and all of that, and just pray on it. But he didn't know how to like I'm not trying to start with anybody else and do all of that stuff. But he just gotta learn how to leave things alone. And that West Coast and that South Coast shouldn't have even started. It shouldn't have even been like that. And people gotta realize that shouldn't have even been a beef. You shouldn't have even started saying that would put things. We need to be together as a nation. It should not be no West Coast, East Coast. It shouldn't have even been there. It should have been us living in peace as America together. So was those things was most of the help of the understanding of those things, right? So you have to understand that that's not even started, man. And Biggie and them and Tupac when they brought that up, man, that shouldn't have even started, man. We gotta make hip hop fun for us, man, and make it fun for the future generation and for everybody to win. So I think we all have a job to do. And P. Diddy kept his positive and not saying nothing. And I think those things where things should be at. And you can't blame a person because when a person stand positive and not really why they beefing and saying things, and they're gonna look at that. They're gonna look at the way that is a P. Diddy stand positive. He had nothing but good things to say, and you're gonna look at that and look at the positive mindset that P. Diddy at the award said, and he kept going. He wasn't with the nonsense, and you gotta understand that. Like even said on the buffooning, like a couple of years ago, all this buffooning that's going on, and all of he said it, man. He spoke about it. I'm gonna tell you what making the band did wrong. They did wrong with Young Chop and them. They all saying they was a boss. They all wanted to believe. Nobody was in a leader. P. Diddy is the leader, and you have to follow him. Your thing is to work as a team, not to have arguments. Your thing, but when you got conflict, everybody think they this and that. No, your thing is to work as a team. Nobody not the leader. And I was in a group. I don't think I'm a leader. I don't think I'm any one of those things. You know what I'm saying? But I have to realize we a team. I'm signed to somebody, and we gotta work as a team. My ego is not gonna go as far. No, P Diddy is the leader. I'm not trying to hear all that. All this. We all gotta come to that agreement. We all gotta come to that agreement, right? So you also got to do those things, right? So those things got to be understood. So we gotta this understand where we come at, but I don't think those are the matter. I watched them making a bed and I see where they went wrong at. Your ego got the bed. Everybody want to believe. Nobody in believe. I can't say when I'm working. I don't think I ain't even like because you have one boss. The one boss is the store manager. That's one thing you can and the CEO. Really the CEO of Walmart is the boss. He's the boss of it all. So really Doug Miller and them the boss of it. It says stuff I work for Walmart. And I really don't have to follow all this but Doug Miller. He got more power than anybody. So really I don't have to really listen to anybody but Doug Miller. He's the main character. Him and the rest of the CEOs the character. So other things don't matter if the person, the man boss in the situation that if I was working for Walmart, Doug Miller is the boss. So my orders will come from him and I will do what he said. So it's like it's other people's opinion does not matter. So if the CEOs, that's what matters the most, and people gotta realize they disappoint. A system manager disappoint, and you gotta understand it. You're like, I don't consider them really as a thing, but I consider that you got somebody higher up, like a senator. A senator is he's something I have to listen to, right? That he's a higher boss. And sometimes we might don't agree, whatever that is, but I have to listen, right? I have to listen. I can't ignore it, but I have to listen. And that's the thing what we're talking about. That we just can't just ignore it, but we have to listen. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things we have to understand with those things, right? A delusional disorder. I don't have a delusional disorder. God tell us to eat off the product. You see it for what it is. Trust me, we can feel it. It does not just feel the spiritual stuff.
So you're too busy.
I'm never too busy. I got me some. Hey, I bought me some simple shoes today, guys. Bought me some N1. It's some healthy shoes, guys. I just bought me some shoes. It ain't the best. It ain't the best. Some N1, some Ivan Allison's N1s. It's legit. Hey, next one I buy me some new brands, right? So yeah, I just got me some shoes, some cheap, some really nothing. I just bought me some these are N1s. Just got me some. Hey, I'm on a budget here. We ain't worried about to be elevated. gotta think for you. I just focused on something. You did it. They want is this. They can come on. They want is this. I don't care about all that. That's story. They tell us stories, man. Nothing but stories. Nothing but stories. They need to stop, man. They need to stop. They need to stop with that bullshit. Come on, man. P. Diddy had nothing but positive to something to say. Let him be, let him keep his positive the way he want to keep it. Let him keep his positive the way he want to keep it. And then make him the way he's at, man. Because I didn't like the way they with this. I didn't like the way he talking about it. He talked about a man, baby mama. No, man. I don't like the way that. I don't like the way that is, man. I didn't even like that concept of the situation how Tupac did things. That's just the way it is. He's a good person, but there's certain things we should not take each other down for. You know, certain things, you know, P. Diddy did not get no damn arrest. That's in the movie. They need to stop. They really take it from. They don't even look like Tupac. They need to stop. It looked like that was an actor in the movie. They need to get out their stuff. See, people are coming. I can't stand like these fake bloggers and stuff. They be got problems, bro. Like literally. Like literally. Well, you gotta work, man. You gotta work. I don't know what everybody gotta do. I done told everybody the truth. I don't know what everybody else wanna do. They wanna know where happiness comes from understanding dreams and understanding peace and harmony. I don't believe in those things. I've never hurt myself. And hurting myself has been in this world, in this type of environment. I'm gonna leave it all behind, right? I need something new. I get tired of standing behind memories. You know, I don't want to settle down with memories. But you ready? Other people got so much opinions.
If you feel distant from them, it's probably because you haven't been living anymore. Be careful.
So I tell you that we just want something different. No, many people tell you, look, if you're in the same environment in the same world, you won't grow. You have to be more bigger than you was. You have to understand the meaning of growing. You have to understand and be willing to push things where you've never been pushed. And that means you can't adapt to people that don't want to grow and they don't have the same mindset to you. And you feel like you're in a society where they just want to work and do this and that, but they just do a certain part of music, but they don't want to change the more the pushing the narrow of life. And they don't want to change the more of the pushing barrier in life. And those things gotta be understand like they just don't want to change the pushing point in life. And that can be the most problem where you got in that format where they don't want to change the pushing point in life. You know what I'm saying? So that can be the main problem of where we have that at. And you can't step, and you're not judging, but you don't want to be involved in it. Because the person that go to work and go home and just go to school, but don't have other ideas, and not just about making music videos for me. Not just about that for me. It is more changing the narrow of life. When I wake up every day, the thing is, I never get bored. Because the thing, even when I get up for work, because you know why? If I worked at Walmart, because I love the narrow of life. And you go get a breathe of air. You don't, a different thing, you don't, when you go in a different part of a neighborhood that you like and you see something, that can be the most inspiration, that could be more aspect of life because it can give you more outstanding of it. And sometimes when you step outside, you walk by yourself, and you go outside your door, what do you want to change when you outside? How do you want to see more of the world? The world is like, a world is an illusion where humans don't want to wake up at, and they want to live day to day. They want to go to job and live in the same community and die in the same state. But if those things are not being tested a way else you want to go in life, how can you be something? It's not about the money or any one of those things, but you have to see the higher proof in everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? So those things have to understand where those confirmation are. But the thing is, I don't want to see the world as this imaginative fiction. The delusion not there. They want you to be delusional. That's the kind of economy that is. They want you to be delusional. But your world is your world. And we have to understand that, like, when you wake up, and you probably feel like your day boring when you get up in the morning. You feel grouchy. As soon as you walk out the door and you have a mood and you're bored. Because you're used to that same world. Stop getting in your car every morning and looking at them kids that's going every day doing that. That's not how you should do it. Wake up in the morning, what I want to change about my day, what I want to change about my life, what I want to change in the situation where I'm at. That's the most important thing in life. Like, because if you sit on a porch like this, I can't sit up in there. And for number one, I'm not going to be talking about bang, bang, bang. No. If I'm with my niggas, we're going to talk about some damn movies. We're going to talk about some shit. Come on, let's get the movies on. Let's talk about some shit. I'll be right there with the DVD thing on that motherfucker on the block. You know, I'm sitting up in my chair Y'all gotta watch, you got your little phone, look, you gotta watch out now. And I be chilling, I'm like, this chilling, like, look, like, for real. Just chilling. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the block talking about Marvel. We wanna talk about some fucking Marvel with our names, man. We wanna talk about some motherfucking movies or something. If I'm on the block, I wanna talk about some motherfucking movies. Talk about some Marvel movies. Then I'm on the block, I wanna talk about shows that just stuff that's gonna just have it like the way. So I wanna tell you these things and like how can you get these things. Like tell my nigga, we need to hey, and when we go by each other's house, we gonna cook some shit up. Let's cook some food up. Shit, my niggas gotta understand, ain't no woman that's gonna get no damn kicking. If all y'all women or if all our women that come together, I got a woman, you got a woman. And we ain't the only one that's gonna be in the kitchen. Like they not gonna just be hey, my niggas gonna get in the kitchen too. All of us get in the kitchen and cook together. It's gonna be all four of our niggas getting in the kitchen and cook. Let's cook up a feast. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I had to do, and one thing in life, I had to break up with my baby mama. And not that you can love someone, but you're not in love, and I had to come and straighten out some issues here. And I really want to let go, really trying to let go of some things. So is you know I'm trying to let go, want to let go of somebody, and the more the the spirit bond, the soul bond that me and the person have. And I don't want to be connected to that anymore. And that's really the understanding of me moving forward. Now, I want every piece of me, but I'm getting tired of all of it. But we're about to counter sue the Justice Department for allowing you to open your mouth about things you should not be opening your mouth about. That's another 30 million. I'm about to file a civil rights suit on people. So, Rich Homie Quan, I wish you the best of luck. God said, thank y'all for being on here with me. Thank y'all for listening to me. Thank y'all when Dallas, Texas didn't want to give me a chance to talk. And it was all about MO3, Yellow Breeze, and Boosie and the rest of them. Thank you very much for getting on here. I know you ain't my fans and everything. And I know my enemy from Dallas on here. I know we got some Dallas people on here. I know they on here. But that's not about them. We are doing many things of what we're doing. I got other things to do. Now, people not just gonna give me piece of what's going on here. They're gonna give me everything that I worked hard for, everything that MO3 and Yellow Breeze and them took, and Trap Boy Freddy. That's everything and more. And I'm not taking no for an answer racism. And I want to make myself very clear. I'm not taking everything that Boosie and them took. I'm not taking no for an answer. You ain't about to give me a little while you get to those racist crap. And I'm telling the racist motherfucker be that what you think why they ask me if I can count money? You really think you slick to come at me with that bull crap? I want all of me, and I'm gonna make sure of it. I want all of me of you with you racist parent. And it better be 1 something on the dot, you hear me? It better be something. And I told him what I wanted. But they gonna try to play you, bitch. I know how to count money, bitch. I know how to count money with this racist rap industry and these racist states. I'm telling them don't play with me. So I'm about to tell you something. Since Rich Homie, you stick your nose in my business, I'm about to file a civil rights complaint on the Justice Department for allowing you to open your mouth, to allow you to believe the lies that you and Boosie tell, and you try to ruin me, Rich Homie Quan. That's another civil right to tell another lie. You hear me? God said, I'm real. I'm real. I'm the real one. I'm the first one in line. I'm the first one. While you keep lying to yourself every day.